seatbelt. Not much fuel left, only about half a tank. I don't want to let it get below a quarter of a tank. Have I got enough to make it to the next petrol station? Oh geez, that engine does sound pretty noisy. Is it supposed to sound like that? Surely it shouldn't sound that bad. Alright guys, MTech Guy here, and today we're going to be talking about M5 ownership anxiety. So what do we mean by ownership anxiety? Well, from what I can gather, there's a lot of M5 owners out there that have wanted one of these cars for a long time, might have been sitting on the fence about buying one for a little while, and then finally decided to take the plunge, go out and buy one. But what they've found is, every time they take the car out for a drive, they're getting really anxious. So what are they getting anxious about? Well, from what I can gather, it all comes down to the reputation these cars seem to have. You know, they're supposed to be horrendously unreliable, cost an absolute fortune to fix. So there's people experiencing a huge amount of anxiety when they take these cars out. They're worried to death that it's going to break down, that it's going to cost them a fortune to repair it. And what comes with that anxiety is that they're driving around in sort of half flinch mode all the time, sort of cowering away from the car. Now, that's no kind of ownership experience, but it doesn't have to be that way. Now, in reality, these cars aren't an unreliable car. These E60 M5s are not an unreliable car. You know, I've owned this one for almost 2 years now. Has it ever broken down on me? No. Has it ever left me stranded? No. Has it caused me any huge repairs that have absolutely crippled me financially? Not so far. Most of the money's been spent on preventative maintenance up to now, and the car's served me pretty well. And that's what it comes down to. You've just got to look after the car properly if you are going to go into the ownership of one of these cars. You do that and the car will serve you well. And there's three main things that you really need to think about above everything else. Number one, you want to keep up with that preventative maintenance. Number two, however many oil changes you think the car needs, double it. And number three, let the car warm up properly before you drive it. Make sure that oil's up to temperature before you start thrashing it. And if you follow them three rules, you shouldn't encounter any major trouble. And of course we do have that monster of an engine under the bonnet there, under the hood, the S85 V10. Now, although it is a monster of an engine, it's nothing special really, you know. Essentially it's still a crankshaft going round, pistons going up and down, 4 camshafts spinning round there. When you break it all down, it's just an engine. And of course you got a Vanos pump in there and a few other little bits and pieces, but essentially there's nothing really out of the ordinary with it. It's still an engine. So as long as you look after it and let that oil warm up properly, there's nothing to worry about. So if you are thinking about buying one of these cars, or you own one of these cars but you are a little bit anxious about the reputation that follows these cars, you want to really lean into the responsibility that comes with owning one of these cars, you know? Don't be a coward when you're driving it. Grab it by the scruff of the neck, bloody well drive it hard. Use the full rev range, take it up to the red line, bang it through the gears with an SMG gearbox, get the most of that driving experience, because this is a really unique car, really special car. You don't want to just be pootling around, keeping it 2000 RPM from the red line, worried that you're going to do some damage or whatnot. Just look after the car, keep up with the preventative maintenance, and drive it hard, drive it like it's supposed to be driven, and enjoy it, enjoy your driving experience. Alright guys, so there we have it. So if you're looking to purchase one of these cars, or you just recently purchased one of these cars, don't worry, no need to be anxious. I'm MTech Guy, thanks a lot for watching.